If your spine is feeling very tight and restricted, I'm going to show you a 5-minute activation routine that you can do with no equipment whatsoever to improve spinal rotation. Welcome to the Joint Longevity Lab. I'm Lauren Irk, and in this video, I'm going to show you a short activation sequence that you can do to unlock your power to rotate through your trunk and spine with no props except that of your body. Let's begin by coming down onto a seated position on the floor, bending into the knees. Sit up nice and straight, very important. Rotate as far as you can towards one of your legs. Place one hand behind you and one hand to the opposite knee. Press the knee and the hand very lightly against each other. Concentrate on squeezing into your abdominals. Look over that shoulder. Inhale, breath. Make sure you're not pushing too hard, and then as you exhale, release. Now let's do the same thing as we turn to the other side. You may notice you have a restriction over here. Place your hand on the inside of the opposite knee. The other hand is working to sit you up straight. Lightly pressing in, feel that activation in your core, breathing normally, no cramping or shaking, and back to the center. If you need to now, just round your back and then sit up nice and tall. Redirect. Let's do one more set. Bringing that across, taking your hand to the opposite leg to hold it, breathing. You may notice already your rotation improving. Come back to the center, inhale, and then rotate across to the opposite side, making sure that your spine is staying straight, you're not shaking or cramping, and release it. Now as we come on down to the floor, straighten one of your legs and bend the other one. Making sure you're flat, begin by moving the opposite shoulder off the ground so that you can place the hand on the knee. If you can't reach, use a pillow. Now you're going to use this arm and this leg just a little bit, but I want the lift should come from the abdominal muscles, the lower abdomen, the transverse abdominis. Hold that here, pressing your knee against your hand. And then exhale, release. Changing sides, bring the other leg up, coming across, pressing that shoulder into the ground, feeling that light activation. Again, no shaking. This leg is relaxed. I'm barely lifting my leg up. And then release it. 2 more times, bringing that knee up, taking the opposite arm across. Let's lift up, turn, and rotate. This is such a great exercise to do for your core. And release it. If you're somebody that likes to grab and pull your leg across, this is going to feel very different because we are actually activating muscles instead of stretching them. Good. Now putting your foot down on the ground, let's pick up the other leg, opposite arm coming through. As we go into that crunch now, we're moving the upper body on a fixed lower body, working on that diagonal, strengthening our obliques here. And then inhale back down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, exhale, come up and across, tighten and rotate through your spine. Good, holding and breathing, and release that right back down. Now as we uncross and recross, let's take that hand behind the head, inhale, exhale, breath, and move that up and across again, relaxing into your neck, concentrating on moving the opposing rib to the hip, and then inhale, coming right back out. Again, exhale, ribs to hips, I'm squeezing up against gravity and coming into that rotation, holding it. Breathing gently. Good, and release it. Now from here, let's come on up to all fours. Bringing yourself to your hands and knees, let's place one hand behind the head now. As we push into that opposite shoulder, let's turn and rotate, gazing back over that side on your inhale breath. And then as we exhale, we lower that right back down. Rest here for just a moment. Then again, as we inhale, we move that opposite shoulder off the back, working to squeeze that shoulder blade to the opposite side. And then exhale, releasing it. Now as we change sides, place the other hand behind the head. Pushing that shoulder into the ground, let's turn and rotate, gazing back over the opposite shoulder. And if you have a hard time kneeling on the ground, feel free to stand with your hands propped down into a chair. Let's do that one more time. Exhale, breath. Let's squeeze. Really focus on driving that shoulder blade to the opposite hip, holding, and release it. Now as we come down onto our stomach, that's going to be the last phase. Bringing your arms to your sides. Let's lift the torso off the ground, but in a way that we actually turn and rotate. You may even want to look behind you, breathing gently. and then exhale, release. Then as we switch sides, we turn and rotate, squeezing that shoulder blade back. If it bothers your neck, look straight ahead. Otherwise, just let that neck kind of go along for the ride, looking over the shoulder. Again, make sure you're anchoring into the pelvis. You're not trying to force anything. You're just getting to a point where you can lightly squeeze the muscles with no cramping whatsoever. And then release, and then one more time, lifting up, turning and rotating, each time trying to enhance this just a little more, squeezing into your muscles here, and then exhale, releasing it. Now as we come back up into all fours, let's flex into the spine for a little cat-cow, and then pushing the hands and the knees apart, coming into the cow. Walk your legs back in, and you should feel stronger and taller. Instead of stretching, we activated this tissue. It's called isometric resistance training, and it happens to be the most popular series on my platform, Fitness Integrated Science TV, where I've created hundreds of videos that are based around this principle of activation of the muscular system. If you'd like more information, sign up for a 7-day free trial. The link is below. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. Make sure to share it with your friends. And also, don't forget to subscribe so that you never miss a video. Thanks for watching.